The middle of the bat, not afraid to take on the boundary, not afraid to take on the fielders. And two clutch shots, one in the previous over, one in this over. Whenever they've needed the boundary thus far, they've managed to find it.
Ruined a pretty good over that from a Kandahar perspective. 14 gone, 98 for 4. Not a lot to separate the two sides at this stage, but Kandahar really lost their way at the back end of their innings, courtesy of Ben Cutting. He picked up 5 wickets. Is there going to be someone similar for Kandahar with the ball to really wrench control of this match away from the Nangarhar Leopards? It's going to be Saeed Shahzad back into the attack. Change of ends for him. His first couple of overs were from the pavilion end, now operating from the Sharjah club end. What do you reckon, Alistair, in terms of this switch? And Tymal Mills has got a couple of overs to go. I just wonder whether Mills with his cutters might be effective, or whether perhaps it should be a case of just sticking with spin, given what we've seen over the last few overs.
Yeah, he's got a few options he can turn to. Ashgar Afghan, he's got to just make sure that he's got it clear in his mind, and probably in consultation with some of the senior players and so far as their tactics in these last few overs. I'd be inclined to just give Tymal Mills one in the next couple of overs, because if they get a wicket, that just changes the whole complexion. Whereas if you don't use them and leave them for the last 4, if they get another couple of boundaries here, suddenly they don't need to take that or too many risks against Tymal Mills. So it's an interesting conundrum, and something that Ashgar Afghan needs to just balance out in his mind.
There is Mills down at third man, and you might have noticed he threw the ball in right-handed there. Brings up the 100.
Yeah, you still have to back the men in blue, no doubt about it at this stage. 40 off 34, well in hand, just 4 wickets down. Kandahar Knights, Ashgar Afghan will know that they need to get a couple of wickets and need a breakthrough, because the more this partnership continues, the more they keep ticking it over and getting the odd boundary. He knows that they'll probably get over the line come the last couple of overs.
Let's have a look at the wickets that have gone down in this Nangarhar Leopards innings so far. That was Johnson Charles just scooping the ball out to deep backward square leg. Najib Tarakai caught out at deep mid-wicket. Good stumping that by Ramat Shah, dismissed Karim Sadiq, whipping the bails off. And this Karim Sadiq with the ball, getting rid of Devsic. And a little bit of reckless cricket from Karim Sadiq. Overthrow, and very nearly a second overthrow. The ball actually hit the non-striker diving for his ground.
All a bit frenetic out there. Overthrows, extra runs, people on the floor. That's Karim Sadiq having a crack at the stumps. Batsman was well in, but you can't blame him. Having a throw and nobody in the circle at mid-wicket, so fielder on the boundary had to come in a long way, and another dive. It's all happening out there. Plenty of desperation. Plenty of will to win from both sides. I still know that anybody's game at this stage.
Use of the cloth by Shahzad. the bowler, just to dry the ball, so perhaps the first hint of dew, just making an appearance this evening. Oh, goodness me, that's sloppy from Karim Sadiq. It's actually signalled as byes. I was wondering if it was going to be signalled as wides, but we've mentioned already that Karim Sadiq is not a regular keeper. He hasn't kept quite some time before this match, and I think we've just seen an illustration of a little bit of rustiness, to say the least.
Yeah, you've got to get something behind it, some part of your body, get the pads. And, well, that's not what you want to do. The legs wide open and goes straight through there. I tell you what, he's pretty lucky it's not 4 wides. Just gets away with the 4 byes. That would have been a real travesty. 5 runs plus an extra ball, but on this occasion it's just the 4. Still a bit of pill to swallow at this particular juncture in the game for the Khan Knights.
Mills again in the game. Oh, goodness me. 2 disasters in 2 successive balls for Kandahar. 15 overs gone. A fog maximum 4. 111 for 4.
What a shame for Kandahar, giving 8 runs away where there should really have been only 1. So 7 extras in the last 2 deliveries of the last over. That's heartbreaking. There it is, Tamal Mills at the boundary. Oh, he was well behind the ball, and then perhaps just a slight awkward bounce, but no excuses really. That should have been stopped. Hamid Hassan is with me. Hamid, we've got to say, Kandahar making a good charge towards just holding the runs back a bit and giving us some hope. But now, with those 2 boundaries, strangely, just 2 boundaries, yet the momentum seems to have changed significantly.
Yeah, that's true.
And 1 more. There we go.
That's a beautiful shot. Maximum 4 runs. It was off volley, and he twisted towards onside for the 4 runs. If you see these last 2 boundaries, it changed the momentum from Kandahar towards Nangarhar team, and that's the only thing. The one game, 1-2 overs. If you do well in last stages, you might get an opportunity to win the match. But right now they're a bit struggling.
You got a slow bounce by Jamal. You got a feel for Mills though, because first he let a boundary go off the misfield, and then off the first delivery of his new over, and he was pretty expensive to begin with anyway. He went for another boundary, so 8 runs given away by Mills in a sense.
Yeah, not 8 runs. I should say like 12 runs. 1 boundary from a keeper. He should stopped it, and then Mills had a midfield, and then another boundary on his first ball.
So only 25 from 28, rather easy for Nangarhar. They don't have to do anything special at all. In fact, even the couple of wickets they lost earlier were off to a needless rush for runs.
I think Nangarhar is doing so good so far, and they don't need to be in rush. They need only 24 runs, 27 ball left, and they still got 6 wickets in hands.
Are you impressed with the spinning options that we've seen from both the teams, particularly the young Afghan, well, I'm not calling them mystery spinners, but you know, the left arm leggy, as well as of course Sadiq coming out, taking his pads off and getting a wicket?
Yeah, Sadiq is always on. Whenever team needs it in Afghanistan team, he came to bowl, and he used to very good wicket keeper in early stages of Afghanistan rising cricket. Like I'm talking about 2007 and 8. That's good piece of fielding work. Just only 2 runs, and yeah. So I'm talking about Karim. Karim is like one of the rising player in early stages in Afghanistan cricket history. He done a lot for Afghanistan. He got scores in 50s and 100s, and he was a good keeper.
Yeah. Well-timed dive there, preventing a boundary. They've been a little slack in the field, Kandahar, the last few deliveries only, but that will give them a little bit of a boost. So Tamal now changes ends. Beg your pardon, changes sides. He now is around the wicket. I wonder if that'll make any difference.
That's the beauty of cricket. You cannot give up any time, and you have to save each runs for the team. And Asghar did a good change. He got the wicket of a left-hander batsman, the New Zealand left-hand batsman, and he got the breakthrough. But the thing is, they couldn't catch the momentum to continue and try to get some more wickets and put pressure on Nangarhar team. But last 3 boundaries was changed the game.
Yeah, took the wind out of the sails of the Kandahar defence. Oh, big shot by Tamal. Now that was pretty adjacent, and again, the umpire raises his hand only to click the ball meter, but yeah, indicating that the ball might have slid down leg. We'll see again, though. Pretty close, we think.
Yeah, it looks very close to me. I don't know, umpires. He might be thinking the ball will be sliding, moving toward leg side. Oh, that's close, but it's pitching outside the off stump, and maybe because of that, umpire was not agree.
Also, perhaps the height did hit him above the pads. Same ball, similar result.
Mills is generating his pace. He can bowl up to 90 miles, above 90 miles. 118 for 4 after 16 overs.
Sadiq at the bottom there, 1 for 5, took his pads off, came on for an over, took a wicket and went right back to keeping. I wonder why he wouldn't want to bowl a little more. Perhaps the lefties were not there, but otherwise very efficient bowling performance, except for, I dare say, Tamal Mills, who went for quite a bit to begin with as well. But so difficult to defend 140 here on this pitch. We've got... he's bowled very well today, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a young talent, and he's a very good left-arm spinner. He was the leading wicket taker last year in first class. He got 56 wickets, and he bowled almost 3.1 over, 24 runs, 1 wicket. Economy-wise, he's not too bad, and but the momentum is almost away from Kandahar team. They have to get some wickets back-to-back to get in the game. That's brilliant save from Sterling. That's amazing fielding.
Sterling, well done. Pick a bit of bulk on him, but he put in a very efficient dive. Here it is again.
Well done from big man. Saved the 2-3 runs for the team. It might be 4.
Again, 2 out of 2.
That's amazing from Sterling. Excellent piece of fielding. And he stopped many runs so far for the team. It might be for 4 also.
Oh, up in the air. So 2 boundaries prevented, but not off the 3rd delivery. Big gap there at extra cover.
Excellent.
And, yeah, Shahidi finds it quite easily.
Yeah, he's a very good talented batsman. You see in Asia Cup, he got many runs for the Afghanistan team. And he was the only one player. He got lots of runs for the team he needed at the time. And he scored 350s in Asia Cup. And the only game he didn't score against India.
Not Sterling again. Well, he's pretty quick.
Yeah, he is. He is very quick. And I like the way he's fielding.
Yeah, he attacks the ball, good anticipation as well. Backward point, very critical field position. I'm sure Waqar will be quite grateful to Sterling this over.
Charu, you never know, like it's 19 ball, 18 runs left. If they get 2 wickets, might be the game will be changed. Oh, Sterling again. Sterling, you beauty.
Well, it's a pretty decent over. Still rather easy for Nangarhar. 1-2-2 for 4 after 17.
Shahidi looking in good touch. Shafiqullah also on 19 of 14, 122 for 4. Nangarhar have done really well in this game. Firstly, the way they bowl, very impressive. Especially the captain Ben Cutting picking up a 5-er. Was on a hat-trick as well at one point of time. Asghar Afghan would be a bit disappointed. Especially couldn't get too many runs on the board. With me, Hamid, of course, fast bowler for Afghanistan. Shirzad, the 3 overs, 18-1 wicket for him. Did a good job. Bowled pretty well, Hamid.
Yes, he's an excellent bowler, very clever, very smart. And he had a surgery last year of his right knee, because he got a meniscus problem. And then he recovered very well. And right now he's playing Afghanistan Premier League. He was there for 3 months with the team, was a squad of Asia Cup, and also for the test he selected, but he couldn't get a chance to play the game.
This is such a big platform, isn't it, Ahmed, because a lot of international cricketers out here. Once again, a lot of bottom hand in that strike, just for a single. And once you perform, I think, as a cricketer, as an individual, you will get a lot of confidence. That's so very important.
That's true. When you're playing amongst the international cricketers like McCollum, Ben Cutting, West Indian players, Afridi, so you will get lots of things from them to learn, and it will give you more confidence in the future. If you're playing like domestic cricket or of the season cricket, you will be like feeling I'm someone very special in this side. So this platform is very good for the youngsters to get their opportunity and deliver to the big stage in the future. Like we got a good talent, Mujib, Rashid, and right now there are big stars all over the world.
Not a great delivery. Down the leg side, should be a wide. Yes, that's a call from the umpire as well. Just trying to garner that extra yard of pace, deserting in his line. In fact, the non-striker wanting the second as well, Shafiq. He was interested in the second run. And confidence, I mean, it's such a big thing in cricket, isn't it? You get runs in the next game, your footwork, your confidence is sky high. Similar for a bowler. Once you pick up wickets or you bowl well, a decent spell, really your confidence, such a big thing in cricket.
That's true. When you get confidence, rhythm will come by himself. And you get the runs. If you're a bowler, you'll get your rhythm, you'll get wickets. If you're not confident on yourself, that's very difficult to do your job. You will be thinking, what I do now, what I do now. So it's better to get your confidence, and the confidence you can get from this platform. Like international players you have, they will give you some good ideas and you have to take it. Like I will give you an example of Hashmatullah Shahidi. He's now playing amazing because he done really well in Asia Cup. He got 350s. He got 98 against Bangladesh, not out. So the same form he's delivering here. He's just scoring run on a ball, and 16 ball left 16 runs. But the good thing is Nangarhar still got 6 wickets in hands.
That's good effort, very good effort. Bowling with the stumps, not giving much room, offering a lot of room, but yeah, extra runs here. That's not great, yeah. Will be a 4 in the end.
That's too bad from Kandahar. There's no backup. They throw the ball. And nobody, I don't know what they're thinking right now, but they have to save each runs.
Yeah, the umpire just checking whether it was a 4 or not. Did it touch the rope? That's going to be important to see the overthrow. Then once again, the keeper attempting that run out at the non-striker's end, and the captain running after it. But did it touch the rope? Now that's the big question. The ball just slowing down, or very close indeed. I think he just stopped. Just stopped.
Oh, very luckily, 2 runs safe for Kandahar. And bad luck for Nangarhar. They got only 2 runs, but it's gifted runs. Nangarhar will take that.
I mean, as far as Kandahar are concerned, I think although they have big names in the batting lineup, that was a letdown today, isn't it?
I have to say credit goes to bowling. They done a tremendous job in early first 6 overs, and they got 3 wickets, especially the big wicket of Sterling and McCollum. So they get the momentum, and they didn't get the elevation to put some good runs in first 6 overs. So that's why they struggled till the end, and nobody stuck it to get the runs above 150 or 60. And Nangarhar get that opportunity to put pressure on Kandahar, and they restricted 140 runs.
But this man would be very happy. Venkatesh Prasad, the coach, as a team, they have done really well. Had a word with Zahir as well. He was really praising the efforts of the coach, exactly what he said. This ball win the stumps, not trying too many things, not experimenting too much. Exactly what the bowlers have done for them.
That's what you have to do. You have to listen from the big boss. I mean, coach, the way he's telling you, because these guys are big. And it's a beautiful shot from maximum fog. 6 runs from Shafiqullah Shafaq. And only 7 runs left, 13 balls remaining. It's game almost over for Kandahar. And Nangarhar is taking charge on Kandahar team.
The partnership is well crossing the 50 mark. What a strike there, majestic strike down the track. Never easy against the seam bowler. Really getting the timing right, everything perfect. Exactly what he was doing on that occasion. Shafiqullah, 26 of 16. He's played really well along with the Shahidi.
I have to say something about Shafiqullah. He's a person always with full energy, with full energy, and he is a black belt also with Taekwondo, and he's very strong and he can hit the ball far away.
That's interesting. 134 for 4. It's a double header today, yes. The second day, match number 3 is Kabul versus Bulk Legends. Mohammad Nabi captaining Bulk Legends. Of course, it's going to be Rashid Khan versus Mohammad Nabi. That's a big game coming up, the second game of the evening. Remember, Kabul winning a great game yesterday, high scoring game, almost 450 runs scored in that game. What an effort there from the Kabul side yesterday.
It was an amazing game yesterday. The way they finished the innings, especially by Evans, he took the lead and he finished with the style. Still 5 ball spares, and he finished the game with the style. That's a beautiful shot. Maximum fog 4 runs from Shafiqullah Shafaq.
Yeah, the umpire just checking whether it was a 6 or a 4. He's just checking, now indicating it's of a 4. Just 2 required of 11 should be tough at all. Shafiqullah has played really well, utilizing the pace of the bowler. It should be a good win here for Nangarhar. Just the start they wanted. Just making room for himself. Just freeing his arms in the end. Beautifully done. Oh, change of pace. That's important.
Excellent delivery from Mills. If you're bowling in 90 miles or 85 miles above, if you bowl a slower one, it's very difficult to check it. Especially batsmen like Shafiq, he's always in rush and try to hit the ball as much as he can harder. But there is no need to hit a ball. It's only 2 runs left, and he can angle it anywhere in the place, and he can get easy 2 runs. You can see Kandahar players are almost hands up, and Nangarhar is taking charge to win the game.
That's got away, and that's going to be the winning stroke as well. So Nangarhar doing pretty well in this game. They won match number 2 with 6 wickets in hand. It's been a very good win for them, especially